Welcome to Damn Good Marketing Podcast, where we ditch the fluff, cut the BS, and get real about what actually takes to market your business like a freaking pro. I'm your host, Shelby Claymall, Louisiana native, two-time boy mom, and the founder of Shelby Claymall Marketing, a social media agency built for small-town entrepreneurs with big-ass dreams. I left corporate, where I was underpaid and underestimated, built a multi-six-figure business from the ground up, launched a sold-out marketing event, and created this podcast to give you the truth behind growing a brand online without losing your mind or your values. This is for the ones who are tired of spinning their wheels, ready to show the hell up, and finally market with confidence, clarity, and consistency. So if you're ready to grow, get bold, and to build a brand that actually turns heads and opens doors, let's do the damn thing. What the heck marketing? Here is episode 3 in this series, the last one, and we're going to really break it down. What are you even selling? What are we even selling? What the hell are your consumers even buying? Like, we're going to talk about how your content is consistent, your photos are cute, your posts are regular, but your sales, have they actually been crickets? Are they actually converting? Are you getting sales in general? Let's talk about the real reason. It's really because your offer isn't clear. What is your offer? What do you actually do? Why are they buying from you versus your competitor? Are you even talking about it? Are you even showing up? All of those things are very relevant, and we're going to break this down today in this podcast episode because confused people do not convert. And if your people are confused, that is actually why you are not converting. It's not because your messaging isn't good. It isn't because you aren't consistent. It isn't because you don't have the prettiest of pretty posts or videos or funny or whatever it is. It's the fact that they're confused at what the hell you even do. So let me be brutally honest. You're not just selling a product or a service, you're selling an actual transformation, an outcome, and an actual relief that they're going to experience by that product or service that you have to offer. Are you showcasing any tried and true client testimonials? Are they seeing what people are actually getting from that product or service that you're doing? Are you showcasing that? Because here's the catch. If your audience can't figure out what you do in the first 5 seconds of them being on your Instagram or on your social media platform or seeing your brand, they're gone. We talked about this in the last series. People have an attention span of literally like 0.5000 of any capacity, and it might be shorter than that. So if you aren't someone that is very clear with what you do, the moment they land on your social media platforms or just see your brand in general, then you're going to lose them. So ask yourself, if someone lands on your page, can they immediately tell what you do, who you help, and why it matters? Because if they can't, they're going to leave and they're going to go somewhere else. Are you selling with confidence or hinting and hoping someone DMs you to ask for details? I've had the conversation over and over recently of how people are very scared to sell. They feel too salesy, or they're scared to pitch people, or they're scared that every time you talk to someone, they think that you're going to sell them. The first thing is this: do you sell them every single time that you talk to them? If so, then yeah, they probably are scared that you're actually going to try to sell them something every time that you talk to them. How about try to talk to them like a human being every once in a while and just have a conversation? How are you doing? What are you struggling with? How can I help? Something for free versus something that they have to buy in that moment. Second, if you aren't confident in actually selling your product, then you aren't confident in your product. Or your service. So how do you expect someone to actually buy from you? The biggest mistake that I see is business owners marketing for attention and not clarity. The attention aspect is just to get the attention, the views, the virality, the followers, whatever. If you don't have the clarity, yeah, you can have the views, you can have the virality, you can have all of those things, but their clarity that's missing, that is actually what leads to conversion. So if you don't have that aspect, you will not sell, no matter if you are in the DM selling, because people are confused at what you actually offer and what you actually sell. You don't need more eyeballs. You need the right eyes to understand exactly why you're worth buying from. So I have this conversation all the time, like, Shelby, I want more followers. I want to go viral. I want to do this. Okay, what's wrong with the people that actually follow you? The eyeballs that are actually there right now. Are you converting them? If you're not converting them, then you have no business getting more followers. And if you're not converting them, are you asking yourself, are these the right people that are actually going to buy from me? Are these the people that are just following me and to support of me? Or are they actually going to buy from me? Do I actually inspire them? Do they look up to my brand? Do they like my product or service? How do I actually get them to pull the trigger and buy from me? If you're not asking those questions, then maybe you need to stop and ask that first, because you want to make sure that the eyeballs that are on your product or service is actually the right ones, that they might not buy right then because they might not be in the buyer mindset, but they will eventually buy, or they're going to tell everyone that they know that needs that product or service that you have to offer to call you. Your brand deserves to be seen, and Connie's Impressions is here to make that happen. From screen printing and embroidery to banners, signage, custom transfers, promotional products, and lettering your corporate vehicles. We're your one-stop shop for marketing your business with serious impact. Need shirts for your staff, a sign for your storefront, branded swag for your customers that they will actually keep? We've got you covered, literally. Give Connie's a call today at 985-429-8486 and let Connie's make your brand unforgettable. So let's break down the old way and the new way of selling your offers. I'm not a huge salesy girl, but I'm here to tell you, if you're a human and it's led with that first, that will always win. But I'm going to break this down in more of a tactical way that you can actually digest and start implementing really quickly. So the old way, this is generic bios that say things like helping women live their best lives, or vague captions like new service alert with new zero explanation, or DM me for info instead of a confident call to action, or waiting until you're fully booked before you finally show your worth. Guys, literally we had this conversation in the last series. If you aren't confident in where you are and what you do and what you know, and you're one step ahead of the people that you're teaching or selling to, then there's a bigger problem here, because there's nothing else that you can learn that's going to actually motivate you to just start. Remember, we talked about momentum. We talked about starting messy. We talked about you don't just need another course or a product to get smarter or need to know more. It is literally the fear of just starting. And so when it comes to this, you don't need to be fully booked to tell your worth. Like if you have had one client or you've had 0 clients, figure out how to get that person in your ecosystem, get a testimonial, and then just run with it, because that right there is all that you need. Here is the new way of actually understanding, having understanding for the offers that you are selling. You need clear brand messaging that says what you do, who it is for, what it helps with, in plain language. What I actually like to do when I'm selling something or launching something or having a free webinar in general, or whatever it is that I'm doing, I have a slide always that says, this is for you if, this isn't for you if. Like it's literally calling out the people that it's for, and it's literally calling out the people that it's not for. And if you do that, it's so clear. I don't know why people are so against that these days, but like, if you call out very specifically what your product and service does and who it actually is for, because truly not everything that you do is for everyone. If you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. So get very clear on who you are talking to, and then also very clear on who you are not talking to. Another one is specific offers with result-driven language. Another one is storytelling that builds trust and shows transformation. Are you utilizing stories that are coming from your clientele? People that are actually using your product or service. We talked about this in one of the other series as well, is you can sell your product or service until you're blue in the face, but when you have a consumer talk about your product or service or on your behalf, people see themselves in that person more than they would actually convert just listening to you talk about your product or service. So make sure that you're implementing storytelling, you're implementing transformation, you are implementing things like, for example, I had a young woman buy for me recently in the mastermind, and she got into the mastermind because she just really wants to get clear on her messaging. She knows what she does. She knows she's really good at it, but she wants to understand the strategy behind what she needs to do on social media to leverage what she does, also build a team, also build and leave a legacy. And so it was a no-brainer for her to invest in her business. She is very confident in what she has to offer, but she needs that extra help and education in order to build out a strategy of who she's actually speaking to. How does she actually implement it on social media? And it was a no-brainer for her, because investing in her business, she's done it in the past, and she's seen the ROI that comes from it when you actually feel a whole body yes from it versus a hesitation. Another one is strategic content that moves someone from awareness to action. Organic social media is just this. It's brand awareness. It's going to constantly get your name out in front of other people, and it has to be consistent, and it has to be strategic, and it has to be a long-term game. Eventually, if done correctly with strategy and messaging and transformation and emotion and all of those things, there will be a time that it moves into action. The person will buy from you. This is the kind of shift that doesn't just increase sales, it builds loyalty. And I always say this in probably every speech that I do in person, and is this: it doesn't matter if you sell trash bags. If you have a loyalty of a fan base, it doesn't matter what you sell. They are always going to buy whatever you sell, and they're also going to tell every single person about that product or service that you sell. The person that checks them out in the grocery store, the nail salon person, their hairstylist, the person that they randomly pass in a store, whatever the case is. You want to build such a loyalty fan base that no matter what you put out there, they're going to buy. And that is the new way of selling your offers. It's getting clear. It's staying consistent. It's talking about the transformation. It is getting very, very clear on who it is for and who it's not for. It's very strategic. It is very crystal clear on this is how I help you. This is what you will get from working with me with this product or service. Okay, your offer isn't just a product or a service. It's an actual promise. Your offer isn't just a 30-minute facial or a six-week coaching container. It's a result. It's a feeling. It's a transformation. They are hiring you for a feeling. They are hiring you to get them to their goal faster. They are hiring you to solve a problem that they are dealing with. They are hiring you because they know that you have the expertise that they need to get them to the next level of whatever that may look like. But if your offer is unclear, your audience won't feel any of that. And that is why at DGML, we're going to dive way more into this. We're going to be doing live messaging work or workshopping, actually your offer positioning, your messaging, your clarity. We're helping you walk through all the kinds of clarity that sells, what makes you human, the transformations, all of those things. So this is literally me giving you homework. So I want you to, after this podcast, don't pause it yet, understand what this is, but here's your homework. Go look at your own profile or your website. Ask yourself, would I buy for me? If you're unsure, let's change that, because clarity equals cash and confidence equals conversions. And at DGML, we're going to tell you all of these things. We're going to explain every single thing to you so you can stop guessing and you can finally get closer. Tickets are below in the show notes. And as I've done on this entire series, if you DM me the word August, I will give you a $200 code off of a ticket. We want you there. We want you to get in that room. We want you to network. We want you to get clarity. We want your offers to sell. We want you to meet your people. So if you DM me the word August, I will send you over the coupon code. Guys, thank you so much for listening to the series. And until next time, let's freaking get it.